Imagine planting a beautiful new addition to your garden. At first, it grows quickly, fills empty spaces with lush foliage, and seems like the perfect choice. But before long, new shoots begin appearing where you never planted them. Flower beds become crowded, and hidden roots spread farther every season. Eventually, the plant is no longer just growing, it's taking over. Some ornamental plants spread so aggressively that they overpower neighboring flowers, invade vegetable beds, and become extremely difficult to remove once established. In today's video, we'll reveal 3 beautiful plants that may look harmless at first, but can eventually dominate an entire garden if they aren't carefully managed. 1. Trumpet vine. Trumpet vine has a remarkable ability to capture the attention of gardeners almost immediately. Its spectacular trumpet-shaped flowers burst into brilliant shades of orange, scarlet, and fiery red, attracting hummingbirds, butterflies, bees, and countless other beneficial pollinators. Anyone searching for a fast-growing vine to cover a pergola, fence, arbor, or garden wall can easily be convinced that trumpet vine is the perfect choice. Unfortunately, hidden beneath those breathtaking flowers is one of the most aggressive climbing habits found among ornamental vines. Trumpet vine spreads using 2 highly effective methods. The first is through prolific seed production. After flowering, the plant develops long seed pods packed with lightweight seeds that are easily carried far beyond the original planting area. As a result, new seedlings often begin appearing unexpectedly throughout different parts of the garden. Its second method of expansion is even more persistent. Below the surface, an extensive underground root system steadily spreads outward in every direction. As these roots continue growing, they regularly send up fresh shoots several feet away from the parent plant. A vine originally planted in one corner of the yard may suddenly emerge on the opposite side, months or even years later. Its above-ground growth is equally vigorous. Rather than climbing with tendrils alone, trumpet vine produces countless tiny aerial rootlets that cling tightly to brick walls, fences, tree trunks, pergolas, and almost any rough surface. Once attached, the stems rapidly climb upward while simultaneously spreading outward in every direction. With each passing season, the plant becomes even more powerful. The young, flexible stems gradually mature into thick, woody trunks capable of supporting enormous amounts of growth. What begins as a delicate flowering vine can eventually develop into a massive tangle, heavy enough to place significant strain on fences, pergolas, trellises, walls, and other structures. When trumpet vine climbs into trees, additional problems often develop. Its dense canopy spreads across the branches, blocking sunlight from reaching the tree's own leaves. As this competition continues year after year, the host tree gradually weakens, produces less vigorous growth, and experiences increasing stress. Many gardeners assume that aggressive pruning will solve the problem. Unfortunately, trumpet vine often responds in exactly the opposite way. Heavy pruning frequently stimulates even more vigorous regrowth, producing numerous new shoots that make the plant denser and even more difficult to control than before. Meanwhile, its underground root system continues spreading unnoticed beneath the soil. Even after the visible vine has been completely removed, the surviving roots often remain alive underground and continue producing fresh shoots for months or even years. Because of this remarkable persistence, successfully controlling trumpet vine usually requires repeated pruning, careful removal of underground roots, and ongoing monitoring to prevent it from reclaiming the garden. Perhaps the most deceptive thing about trumpet vine is how appealing it appears during the beginning. Many gardeners plant it because of its breathtaking flowers and rapid growth, only to discover later that it has absolutely no intention of staying where it was originally planted. 2. Purple loosestrife. Purple loosestrife is another beautiful ornamental plant whose attractive appearance often hides an extremely invasive personality. It's easy to understand why so many gardeners are drawn to it. Its tall flowering spikes are densely packed with brilliant purple blossoms that create an eye-catching display throughout much of the growing season. These colorful flowers attract bees, butterflies, and many other beneficial pollinators, while adding vibrant color to ponds, marshes, drainage areas, and other damp parts of the landscape where relatively few ornamental plants perform well. For gardeners with consistently moist soil or water features, it may initially seem like the perfect choice. The real problems begin only after the plant becomes firmly established. Purple loosestrife ranks among the most prolific seed producers found in nature. A single mature plant is capable of producing hundreds of thousands and sometimes well over 2 million tiny seeds during a single growing season. These lightweight seeds spread with astonishing efficiency. The wind carries them long distances. Flowing water transports them downstream. Animals unintentionally move them from place to place. They cling to muddy boots, gardening tools, machinery, and even vehicle tires. Whenever they arrive on moist soil, germination often takes place quickly. Because each plant produces such enormous numbers of seeds, even a single specimen can eventually develop into an extensive infestation covering large areas. As purple loosestrife continues spreading, it forms dense colonies that crowd out nearly every neighboring plant. Native species gradually lose access to sunlight, nutrients, moisture, and growing space, until many eventually disappear altogether. In natural wetlands, this aggressive competition can dramatically reduce biodiversity. As native vegetation declines, insects, birds, amphibians, and countless other animals that depend on those plants also begin to suffer. Even within home landscapes, purple loosestrife can slowly create a monoculture where one aggressive species dominates nearly every available space. The plant performs especially well in wet environments. Pond margins, streams, marshes, drainage ditches, and other moisture-rich habitats provide ideal conditions that allow it to spread even more aggressively. Its persistence creates another major challenge. Even after mature plants have been removed, enormous numbers of dormant seeds remain hidden beneath the soil. These seeds may continue germinating for years, creating an ongoing cycle of new seedlings that requires constant monitoring and repeated removal. For this reason, successful management depends on removing plants before they ever have an opportunity to produce seeds. Once flowering progresses to seed formation, the problem becomes dramatically more difficult to control. Because of its serious environmental impact, purple loosestrife has been officially classified as an invasive species in many countries and regions, where planting it is strongly discouraged or even prohibited. It serves as a perfect reminder that the most beautiful plants are not always the safest additions to a garden. 3. Wisteria. Very few flowering vines can rival the breathtaking beauty of wisteria. When spring arrives, its spectacular cascading clusters of purple, lavender, blue, or white blossoms transform pergolas, arbors, fences, and garden structures into scenes that look almost magical. Yet hidden beneath this graceful display is one of the most powerful climbing plants commonly grown in ornamental gardens. Unlike many vines with soft, flexible stems, wisteria gradually develops thick, woody trunks that become stronger and more massive every year. Rather than simply resting against its support, the vine tightly wraps itself around anything it climbs, twisting continuously in a spiral as it grows upward. As time passes, those coils become tighter and tighter. Pergolas, railings, fences, utility poles, mature trees, and even portions of buildings can eventually disappear beneath its vigorous growth. As the vine matures, its stems become so thick that they resemble the trunks and branches of young trees rather than ordinary climbing plants. When wisteria climbs living trees or shrubs, serious problems often develop. Its powerful stems gradually tighten around trunks and branches, restricting the movement of water and nutrients through the host plant. Over many years, this constant pressure weakens the tree, slows its development, and in severe cases may eventually kill it altogether. The tremendous weight of mature vines creates another concern. After years of uninterrupted growth, especially following periods of heavy rainfall, a mature wisteria can become astonishingly heavy. Large vines possess enough weight to bend metal supports, crack wooden pergolas, damage fences, warp railings, and place considerable strain on roofs and gutters. Its growth rate is equally remarkable. Throughout the growing season, vigorous new shoots may extend several feet within only a short period of time. These searching stems constantly explore the surrounding landscape, quickly attaching themselves to nearby structures and spreading far beyond the original planting location. Without routine maintenance, wisteria can easily dominate large sections of the garden. Its dense canopy casts deep shade over everything beneath it, dramatically reducing the amount of sunlight available to flowers, vegetables, shrubs, and other ornamental plants growing below. Many smaller plants eventually weaken or disappear altogether under these conditions. Some gardeners believe that aggressive pruning permanently solves the problem. In reality, wisteria often responds by growing even more vigorously. Its massive underground root system stores tremendous amounts of energy, allowing the vine to rapidly replace everything that has been removed. For this reason, successful long-term management requires consistent pruning several times every year. Without regular attention, a vine that begins as one of the most breathtaking features in the landscape can gradually become the single most dominant and difficult to control plant in the entire garden. 4. Bindweed. At first glance, bindweed appears harmless, and many people even mistake it for an ornamental vine because of its delicate trumpet-shaped flowers that closely resemble miniature morning glories. However, experienced gardeners know that beneath its attractive appearance hides one of the most stubborn and persistent weeds a garden can face. Once bindweed becomes established, it begins spreading relentlessly both above and below the ground, making it exceptionally difficult to eliminate. Above the soil, its slender vines grow with remarkable speed, twisting tightly around vegetables, flowers, shrubs, and nearly every nearby plant. Unlike decorative climbers that simply use other plants for support, bindweed wraps itself so tightly that it restricts normal growth. It blocks valuable sunlight, bends stems under its weight, and gradually smothers tomatoes, peppers, beans, ornamental flowers, and countless other garden plants beneath a tangled mass of vines and leaves. The real challenge, however, lies beneath the surface. Bindweed develops an extensive underground root system that penetrates deep into the soil while spreading outward in every direction. These roots store enormous reserves of energy, allowing the plant to survive drought, repeated cutting, cultivation, and many other attempts at removal. Even after every visible vine has been pulled away, the underground roots remain alive and fully capable of producing fresh growth. That's why the battle against bindweed rarely ends quickly. Tiny pieces of root left behind in the soil can rapidly regenerate into entirely new plants. In fact, digging often makes the problem even worse because it breaks the roots into multiple sections, and each fragment can produce another vigorous vine. Bindweed thrives in poor soils, tolerates extended dry periods, survives repeated mowing, and continues returning year after year despite determined efforts to remove it. For many gardeners, controlling bindweed becomes a long-term project that requires patience, persistence, and constant monitoring. What first appears to be a delicate flowering vine can eventually become one of the toughest and most frustrating invaders in the entire garden. 5. Bamboo. Bamboo is famous around the world for its incredible growth rate, making it an extremely popular choice for privacy screens, ornamental landscapes, and modern garden designs. Ironically, that same rapid growth is exactly why many experienced gardeners think carefully before planting it. The greatest concern involves running bamboo. Unlike clumping bamboo varieties that remain relatively compact, running bamboo spreads through long, underground rhizomes that travel silently beneath the soil. These hidden stems behave like underground highways, extending into lawns, flower beds, vegetable gardens, pathways, and neighboring landscapes without any obvious warning. A bamboo planted in one corner of the yard may eventually send up new shoots many feet away from its original location. In some cases, it even spreads onto neighboring properties, creating disputes that can become difficult to resolve. Once fresh shoots emerge above the surface, they grow at an astonishing speed, with certain species adding several inches of height every single day. As bamboo continues expanding, its dense canopy blocks increasing amounts of sunlight, while its extensive underground root system absorbs enormous quantities of moisture and nutrients. Nearby flowers, shrubs, vegetables, and other ornamental plants often begin struggling as bamboo gradually becomes the dominant species in the landscape. Its underground rhizomes may also take advantage of existing cracks in paving stones, edging, drainage systems, retaining walls, and other hardscape features, occasionally contributing to structural problems over time. Removing bamboo is rarely a simple task. Cutting down the visible canes does very little to stop the invasion because the underground rhizomes remain completely alive and continue sending up fresh shoots. Complete removal usually requires digging out every section of the underground rhizome network, since even small fragments left behind can regenerate into new plants. For this reason, many experienced gardeners install heavy-duty root barriers before planting bamboo to prevent its underground spread. Without proper containment, what begins as a beautiful privacy screen can eventually become one of the most difficult plants in the entire garden to control. 6. English ivy. English ivy has long been admired for its rich evergreen foliage and timeless elegance. Whether climbing old stone walls, covering fences, or softening the appearance of historic buildings, it creates the classic garden look that many homeowners find irresistible. Yet beneath its graceful appearance lies one of the most aggressive climbing plants commonly grown in landscapes. English ivy spreads both across the ground and upward at the same time. Along the soil surface, it forms dense carpets of foliage that gradually cover everything beneath them. These thick mats prevent sunlight from reaching the ground, making it extremely difficult for seeds to germinate or for smaller plants to survive. As the years pass, ivy can slowly replace much of the surrounding vegetation. At the same time, it climbs vertically by producing countless tiny aerial rootlets that cling tightly to walls, fences, masonry, and tree trunks. Once it reaches the canopy of a tree, the vine continues spreading through the branches. Its heavy evergreen foliage shades the tree's own leaves, reducing photosynthesis while adding significant weight throughout the crown. During storms, snowfall, or periods of heavy rain, this extra weight greatly increases the risk of broken branches and structural damage. Trees heavily covered with ivy often become more vulnerable to pests, disease, and environmental stress as they struggle to compete beneath the dense covering. Buildings are not completely safe either. The plant's aerial rootlets work their way into tiny cracks in mortar, brickwork, siding, stone, and masonry. Over time, trapped moisture combined with expanding growth may contribute to expensive structural damage. Removing English ivy requires considerable persistence. Simply pulling away the visible vines rarely solves the problem because roots remaining in the soil quickly regenerate. Birds further complicate the situation by spreading ivy berries into new locations, allowing fresh infestations to appear throughout the landscape. Its slow beginning often gives gardeners a false sense of security. By the time its rapid expansion becomes obvious, bringing it back under control may require years of continuous effort. 7. Japanese knotweed. Japanese knotweed has earned an international reputation as one of the most aggressive invasive plants in the world. Although its tall, hollow stems and broad leaves resemble bamboo, the greatest threat lies hidden beneath the soil. The plant spreads through an enormous underground network of thick, woody rhizomes that can extend many yards in multiple directions beneath the surface. These underground rhizomes store tremendous amounts of energy, allowing the plant to recover with astonishing speed after being cut, damaged, or disturbed. Above ground, dense stands of knotweed create heavy shade that prevents most neighboring plants from receiving enough sunlight. Gradually, native vegetation, ornamental flowers, and garden plants are displaced until knotweed dominates nearly the entire area. Its underground rhizomes can also exploit existing weaknesses in concrete, paving, retaining walls, drainage systems, foundations, and other hardscape structures. Rather than creating entirely new cracks, the expanding rhizomes enlarge weaknesses that already exist, sometimes leading to expensive repairs over time. Because of these risks, Japanese knotweed has even affected property values in certain regions where removal is especially difficult and costly. Eliminating knotweed is an enormous challenge. Simply cutting down the stems provides only temporary relief because the underground rhizome system remains fully alive. Even tiny fragments left behind after digging are capable of regenerating into entirely new plants. For this reason, many countries and local governments regulate or restrict the planting, transport, or disposal of Japanese knotweed. Once it becomes established, successful control requires years of consistent monitoring, repeated management, and considerable patience. Ignoring the problem only allows the infestation to spread farther every growing season. 8. Creeping Jenny. Creeping Jenny is often chosen as an attractive ground cover because of its vibrant green or golden foliage that quickly forms a beautiful carpet across the soil. At first, it appears to be the perfect solution for filling empty spaces and suppressing weeds while adding bright color to the landscape. The challenge is that this attractive carpet rarely stops expanding. The plant spreads by producing long, trailing stems that root wherever they come into contact with the soil. Each rooted section immediately becomes an independent plant capable of producing even more runners, allowing the spread to accelerate with every passing season. Over time, creeping Jenny forms thick mats that cover increasingly large sections of the garden. Although the dense foliage remains attractive from above, conditions underneath become much less favorable for other plants. Sunlight is blocked from reaching the soil, air circulation decreases, and young seedlings are often smothered before they ever have a chance to establish themselves. Even mature flowers and ornamental plants must compete with creeping Jenny for moisture, nutrients, and growing space. The plant grows especially aggressively in moist, fertile environments such as pond edges, irrigated flower beds, rain gardens, and other low-lying areas where plenty of water is available. It also regenerates surprisingly easily from small stem fragments left behind after trimming or weeding, making complete removal much more difficult than many gardeners expect. Without regular maintenance, creeping Jenny frequently escapes into lawns, pathways, flower beds, and surrounding planting areas. Keeping it under control requires consistent trimming, careful monitoring, and clearly defined planting boundaries. Otherwise, what begins as a beautiful ornamental ground cover can gradually spread across the landscape and become the dominant plant in the entire garden.